Happy, what's happy Sunday now, isn't it? Yeah, Sunday. The 15th already. Can you believe that? I'm waiting on George. He should be here momentarily, hopefully. He asked me that he wants to show his new tank and I think his reptiles too. I'm not sure exactly what he wants to show us, but whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be terrific. So this is basically a very impromptu pop-up. So I'm not sure who all's out there, but if you want to just say hello, that'd be cool. If you don't have to. So he'll be here in a couple minutes. So, anywho, I guess for the replay crew also, let me know about the auction coming up on April 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we still have openings. We got about 3 or 4 vendors right now, but I like to get about 6. Cinnamon, here you are. Yeah, so I got vendor spots opened up. So if you know how to ship, you can be a vendor. You don't have to have. You don't have to have a whole list of stuff. If you got like a couple tanks you're breeding stuff, and you got like an overabundance or something, you can actually just sell whatever you want. So I don't want people to think, oh, geez, I have to have 5 or 6 different items here to auction off. No, you don't have to. The minimum is one lot, so you can do that. And how are you doing, Cinnamon? Thank you for those cat videos. They were fantastic. I love it. George says he's getting ready, so we'll see about that. And also, he just set up a brand new 75-gallon tank, and he's got fish in it already. So check out, see how that's going. So yeah, and that goes for anybody. If you know how to ship, Cinnamon, anybody, if you want to be a vendor, and if you can ship, I'm as long as I know who it is somewhat in my PJs. But if you want, I can join. But no face. No, that's fine. You can. There we go. Let me drop this link for you. Copy that there. Set it there and Control V. And here we are. Come on aboard. All the late owls are showing up. I haven't done one of these just off, just right out of the blue. I already just streamed with Mouse and Keith. There we go. There is one. Hi, Cinnamon.
Hello. Oh, hold on. I gotta go back out and back in because I got my. Unless you can hear fine? I got my earbud in.
Oh, okay. Just go ahead and come back in.
Yep.
Hey, George.
Hey, Jeff. How can you hear me?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
How about me? How is the voice coming up?
I can hear you nice. It's nice. Yep, I can hear you, and I'm going to put you on a bigger screen here.
Hey, give me a second. I'm going to show you some murky tank right now.
Okay.
I'll show you what happened, and then we'll talk about it. And I'll be right back. Just a second, please.
Okay. Ooh.
That's my planted tank, by the way. It's murky, though, right now. You see it?
Yeah, it is a little bit murky right now.
So this happened right after I gave it a trim. And what I did, I didn't just give it a trim. I did a gravel back also. So I messed with the biology of the tank. It's
Beautiful
normal
angel.
to happen. I have a UV lights going on it, so it should clear up the next few days. It was worse, and it will go crystal clear very soon.
Those are beautiful angels.
I'll be right back, guys.
No problem.
Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, I can hear you.
Wow, I like the pinkness of those angels. Wow. Are those glow angels?
They are,
Wow.
and they breed true as far as I know. I mean, those are. I'm not sure if
Yes,
he
that's
actually
gorgeous.
bred those. He might have bred those.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I've seen the glow angels before, but those are like really pink.
Hmm. And they have that patent on them that you can't sell them, but you can give them away. I'm not sure if
Huh.
trading is considered as
I
selling them. Hi, TK.
I can't wait to get the green color ones like that. They have them
Yeah,
out
I've heard
already.
of those.
They
Yeah.
have them out already. Petco had it.
Yeah, the green.
Hi, Iron Ram. And
I'll be right
TK.
back.
Oh, Cinnamon, by the way, before we get started with this, I want to let you know that TK has bred his fire red pistos, and he's got bunches of fry.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they're beautiful.
I'm hoping my what's the one that my Episto Nijenja? Yeah.
Nisani?
Yeah. Because she's acting like I put a coconut hut in with them. They're not in the tank I want them in, but you take what you get.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
So, what fish was that again? I'm sorry.
It's the Episto Ninja. Yeah. And
I think SS.
yeah.
It's doing
Where
what
the
now? I'm
female
sorry.
is she's like a yellow with black markings.
You have a male and female?
Yeah. Yep. I thought the male had died, but then I noticed him lurking in the bottom. She comes right up and lets me pet, like I do with my bettas.
Mhm.
She lets me rub her and everything.
Oh, wow.
I was surprised because they normally aren't that friendly.
Nope.
But yeah, she comes up. I have some guppies in there with them right now, but though I want to move them into a tank that it's a 10, I think a 10 tall, no, a 5 tall, and it has guppies too. They don't seem to bother the babies. There's babies in there, and they haven't eaten them.
Did you notice those yellow Daniels too? I love those.
No, I didn't. Oh yeah.
The only thing I would change on them is I would get the regular fin. Hello there, Marky. Happy Sunday.
Hi, Marky. Christine came in too.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Hope everybody's doing good tonight out there. Okay, George. George, are you there?
Now, what size tank is this that he's got them in?
This one right here, I think he said was an 80 gallon.
Okay. See, I have my 60, and I do have a flow thing, but do angels like flow that much?
Angels like what?
The flow, the thing he has up top there that makes it flow. Do they like that?
I don't think they're fond of that.
I was
But
gonna say I don't know if they were.
it kind of blows them
Although that
backwards.
one's riding it like a surfer there.
Yeah. And that other one's it's kind of like an endless pool. You just keep swimming, but you don't get nowhere.
Yeah.
I know.
Jeff
wants to see these things.
George,
So let me show you really quick, Jeff.
yes.
So these are the last 2 tanks. The ones on the bottom, I already put the discus in there. This is empty, not cycled yet. The sponges are barely staying down. Yeah, I'll show you this one. So what happened is that these are the new tanks that I bought. 1 and 2. They're different than the ones on top. You can see the one on top has a bigger, thicker rim.
Yeah.
and this one has a thinner rim. So they were the same price, but I couldn't find that one. I only found this, and I bought what I found. Anyway, but they're taller, Jeff.
Oh,
So I didn't want to put this one here and then the other one that looks the same on top, and it's gonna be not leveled when you look at it. Like right now, if you look, you see it's all leveled.
Right.
And then if I would have put that one on top, it would have been taller, like that much taller. So I'm like, you know what? No. So we went and decided to put them on the bottom. I went one there and one on the other side.
Now, what
Okay.
size are they, George?
75.
75s. Okay. I like
And
those.
then I've been trying to sink this thing down and we're not going anywhere.
hey George, have you ever taken like use the old sponge filters for your new tanks, because they have the beneficial bacteria all throughout them, and then I put the new filters in the tank from the other filters because they already have a lot of that biological bacteria on the glass and the ornaments and stuff. Yeah,
There's no fish in there, Jeff.
what's that?
There's no fish in here.
Oh, I know it, but I mean, if you had that dirty sponge in there, you probably could put fish in there right away.
I'm just trying to sink the sponges down. They're brand new. That's all. And yeah, I agree with you what you said, and that's what I did with the other one. Right away, I actually took the fish and put it in there because I took the same sponges and put it in there, and then I took the half of the water from them, and then I put it in there. And so, yeah,
Yeah, already cycled. Yeah.
yeah. So I did a half a water change and moved them in. You know how I moved them without a net? I got a big picture and I put them all in the one picture, and I whoop, 1 second they don't even stretch up.
Nice.
5 minutes later they were like hungry eaters. They're always hungry. They eat a lot, which is good, and you know they poop a lot, and you gotta get good food for them.
Mhm.
I'm just scared in the future we're not gonna be able to get the food that I'm feeding them right now, and I'm gonna run out, and I don't know what my fish is gonna eat. They're gonna go on a hunger strike, and I don't know what to tell you the truth. I gotta
Hmm.
start feeding them something else right now in their diet. Mix it, little bit of it,
Oh, are you
so
running
they
low
can
on
get rid.
food?
Huh?
Are you running low on food in your fish room?
Well, what happened is let me show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Wow.
1 second. So you look at that tank you like.
Yeah, it's a nice rocks in there.
Wow. I love that tank.
200, 240 gallons,
As
Oh,
I say, it's a big tank. Yeah.
8
I
foot
love it.
long.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'd love to have a tank like that.
Yeah, all 8 foot long is enough. You see this big old chair, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't need to
Gaming
show.
chair.
I don't need to tell you. Here, George, go stand. in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see how big
Oh,
it
that's
is?
my favorite tank that you have, right? You know that.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
got
know that.
Tanganyikans.
He knows
Yeah.
that because he knows I love the Lake Tanganyikan fish.
Yep.
But you got
Mine's
coffee, Jeff?
a tiny version of that.
And you know something? I'm not trying to embarrass Christine or not, but I'm really proud of her because when we were doing our, I think it was 29-gallon tank stocking, she chose the Maligris shell dwellers and Superchromis.
Cool.
And I was like, yeah, just to hear her say that, I was like, whoa, that was really cool. Because they're both great choices. Most of those Superchromis are like $20 plus for each one. They get expensive too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
20 to
have
use.
an attached one to buy it from me. I don't, Jeff,
They
that's
want to buy
another
your.
reason I got those 75. I'm going to try to put some of them in there and breed them.
Yes.
But right now, I am overstock of the discus. I'm still gonna pick the ones that I want to keep for me and the good ones, and the not good ones. I'm gonna get rid of them soon. I do have some not good ones because, and so we'll see what I can work with.
Hey, Robert, a question for you, George.
Hi,
Huh?
Robert.
I have a question for you. Have your Calvis or compressives had any fry?
Not yet, buddy. Not in that tank. No.
Okay.
The one in the bottom too. Oh yeah, that tank. I need to prepare it.
And did you still have your Cotto punks?
The Palo Pantara, they're in there. I need to move some out for you.
Oh.
I said, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Jeff,
Yeah.
just give me a few more weeks. I'm gonna go empty this tank out. All the rocks gonna come out. When that rocks come out, I'm gonna move all the plecos out of there. I need those white plecos out of there.
Ah,
The bushy nose. So next what you call it? I'm going to what you call it? Fish swap on July 11. It's a Saturday. You see
Hey,
the plecos?
Sam.
Look what I'm talking about. The plecos right there. Look, the white one right there. One. One's
yeah.
right there. One's right there. One's right there. One's right there. One's right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They're doing a good job in there, though. Ooh, I like the rabbit snail too. I got a bunch of those.
Man, keep them warm, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm close to putting my black ocelot. Or no, ocelotus?
Yeah, you got the black ocellatus. Yep.
Yeah. Putting at least,
I got some
I'm thinking
babies of those.
maybe 10 of the half-grown babies in there.
I'm doing good, Robert. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that
Frontosa?
compresses. Or is that a that's
Compress-
a Calvis right there, isn't it? Or is that a compressive right there, George? I can't remember.
Oh, you want to see the catapunks right there?
Oh, there's a
Oh,
Calvis.
yeah,
Ooh,
look at her.
yes.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love that yellow fin.
Sorry about that. Yeah, then the flip that I said that.
Look at the Calypterus. My goodness, that's a shell dweller right there, Cinnamon. Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Calypterus. The females are tiny, but the males get huge, huge. Oh, there's the Superchromis.
Yeah, Cyprocromis, you see him, he's pretty big in there.
Mm-hmm.
I have the other ones down here. Check them out.
Oh, now which ones are in
Yeah.
here? Are these the Sumbo?
These are the, well, no, super comps, they call them.
Oh, right. Those are the mandarins.
Yeah, no, like the super orange.
Yeah, they call them mandarin. That's that's the name they're using now, calling them mandarin. It's basically like an orange, same thing, but it's more fancy.
These are
I guess they thought.
selectively red, they look orange like this.
I love those. And do you know what the ratio is in there?
Two males and like 2 to 4 females.
Okay, that should
Perfect ratio.
that's a perfect amount. I mean,
Yes.
you might get a
But
whole
Jeff,
bunch.
I'm thinking on moving them out of there. I haven't been seeing them breed.
Oh, you might get rid of them.
I'm thinking on like getting a bunch of caves and moving them into a 75 and just 60 gallon.
Okay. I probably said if
Somewhere
you wanted
like
to
that,
move
so
them
I
into my
can-
house, I'd let.
Maybe right there I can enjoy them later on. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just talking right now. Maybe I'll bring them in here. Maybe I'll take this discus out. By the way, check these guys out. Looking amazing.
Every fish you got is amazing.
You need
Seriously,
some
I mean-
Paul Valsenaria to put in there. They love going through those.
I mean, my jaw's
Jungle
dropping
Dog?
at the floor so many times when I look at his fish.
Or
The
Surprised I can
Jungle-
even talk anymore.
the tall
Jungle-
Valsenaria. It
Or
looks like
who?
grass, but real tall.
Mm-hmm.
for
I've
who?
seen them wild ones where the discus and the angels love going between those.
Ooh.
Yeah, but look, there's no soil in my tank, so.
Yeah, throw some sand down. Valsenaria is good with sand.
Mm,
Well, that was my
I
next
really-
question. What's your favorite kind of substrate? I'm kidding. I seen that question. You know, Big Tank Tank.
My favorite kind of substrate.
Yeah.
Big Tank, and it was doing an interview with Rumble's Fish Room. He's a guy in Australia, In all of
Yeah.
his tanks, he doesn't have any substrate. And the first question that Big Tank Hank asked him was, "What's your favorite substrate?" And you should have seen the expression on his face. Brandon looked at, he was like, he was so bewildered. It was so funny. I had to message him afterwards. Said that was, I mean, I was laughing.
Yeah, I take that same substrate you had there, George, and I put sand over it because sand's its own filter. It helps keep
Hold
the
on.
tank
So you're
clean.
saying you put over this substrate?
Yeah, I get the one that's good for plants, and then
And that,
I put the sand over it to cap it.
I like not to do that because what I do is I pull all the roots out in the bottom and I grab it back. That's why it's so murky, by the way.
Right.
And then I'll cut the plants out, put them somewhere else outside to grow them back to like it's inert. Again, these are submerged right here. And the tops back down because they get fast, big, fast, and then it's gonna be whoop, crazy
Yeah.
high.
Yep.
Look at all the different colors. I love the
Yeah,
yellow
it's
too.
like-
The yellow plants.
Oh, this
Yeah, it's very
gold
pretty.
plant, the
Oh, those
gold
are
with the pink strip.
gorgeous. What are those?
Ammonia.
Do you put
That's a map of
oxygen in
ammonia.
there?
No oxygen. There is something called CO2 right here.
Right. Okay. Because usually, if they look that
No
fantastic,
oxygen.
there's oxygen going in.
It's CO2 from dioxide
Yeah.
with the
Stephen
content.
P uses that. His look like yours, and
And
he
it has
uses
the
that.
stump.
What do
I have
you
socks
charge you
and
to
I
refill
change
those
all that.
tanks?
Huh?
I was wondering how much they charge you to refill those tanks.
$15, $16, Jeff. They're cheap for like 2 months.
Oh, that's not bad. Really?
Not at all. So how you like the way I build that okay for you?
Oh, nice.
Ah, yes.
Simple. You see, it's all the way sitting on this,
Yeah,
and it's just going down. And then that is just a support. That's a support that is holding everything together.
Yep.
And then in the middle, there is only one bar. It's only 75. It's not that heavy. It is heavy, but for the 2x4s are not. And then each one of those
Right.
screws, they're for outdoor screws. They got that coating on it. I like that because it doesn't rust. In my room, it gets humid, it will rust. I noticed that from a prior experience, the other racks that I built. So I like the one I'm using right now, the out, but it lasts longer.
You've done all those stands yourself?
I did all of my stands myself.
Whoa.
Not this one. This is metal. All this is built by
Oh
me,
my God,
buddy.
I didn't know that.
Are you kidding me? All of them. Look, everything here is built by me, man.
Holy cow! I didn't realize that. I thought someone were like, bought and.
Yeah,
stands.
but everybody doesn't know
nice.
that. But yes, here's some of my baby discs getting
Ooh,
bigger.
look at that.
Oh, they're so
These are
cute.
gonna go in a 75 for sure. Look at that big one in the
Like
back.
Rebel Angels.
That one in the back, it's a biggie.
Oh,
I've been
Come
getting
here, he's the biggest
severums.
one. Huh?
I've been getting severums, the poor man discus.
So, Jeff, this is the size that is good to send them to you. Remember when you said, George, I would like to have them right now? No, this is the size. It's good to send them to you right now because I know you can have, like, say I send you 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. You might lose few of them.
Oh,
Okay, it's okay.
Aw.
It might happen. Because they're small. And the shipping, not saying that after getting them, to get all their environment. And these are in the hard water. There's no soft water involved.
I only have a 40-gallon tank, though. I'd have to.
No, you need a bigger tank, bud. You
Yeah.
just need to go to the 75 right now.
Yeah, I got right now 2 75-gallon tanks that are almost completely freed up, and it won't take much to do it.
I
And then I'll
see.
have 2 more 75 gallons to work with.
Some bulls are in here.
Oh,
My black ones are in here, and the rainbows, the Kali Towers,
Yeah.
oh, Kelly
and then
Towers.
I got those other three discs down here, and then the other babies here. Also, I'm raising with the L236 plecos,
Oh, those
Oh yeah.
beautiful. Oh my god.
zebra plecos. I bred them before, by the way.
Oh,
And right now, I just did a water change on this
looks
20
good.
gallon water change. I did a big half a water change. That's the one I told you. I'm doing a water change really quick. Chuck. That's the one I did water change on.
Ah. Hey, I was going to ask you about your Kelly Towers. How big do those get?
Right there, Jeff.
Is that full size?
Wait. Right there.
Full size. So about, what is that, about 3 inches?
2.5, 2 inches, not even
Ooh.
So
two and
yeah,
a
they're
half.
small.
Do those breed well for you?
Oh my gosh, they breed well. Are you look at all them babies.
Oh, wow.
Only problem with this, can I give you something to tell you? Okay. Oh, look, there's a breeding. Oh, there's bred. They bred. Okay, good. They bred. Look at the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Let's let them be. Yeah, these are the mom and dad of the babies that I have right now.
Wow. So those
Some
Kelly
red
Towers, that's
devil.
my, I was thinking about getting some rainbow fish. I was trying to figure out what species would be good.
Some of my babies.
Mm. Oh, those are gorgeous. I love angelfish.
So the Kalitawas are awesome, bro. Yes, I like them. And there's
Yeah,
more
they are. Everything you
baby.
got there is awesome. I'm just like, I'm like a kid in a candy store here.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, whoa. Those are so cool. I love seeing fry.
Yeah.
Where, George, are you still here? Uh-oh.
Well, may have
think-
Yes,
not
I
gotten
am.
us.
I'm
There you
sorry,
go.
guys. It's my Saturday, and me and my brother hang out. And then yesterday, I put these plecos in here. Look at what happened. They bred. That's the
Oh,
female. But
Oh,
hey, what the hell? The eggs are all over the place. I don't
they'll
think
probably
that
hatch
is enough.
anyway. They'll hatch.
The hat?
Yeah, they'll hatch.
No way.
Sure they will. You watch. In
Nah,
about,
come on.
yeah, they give them about 8 days and they should be hatching.
That ain't happening, dude.
Mine did. Mine kicked them out and did the same thing, and I put them in I put them in a container, and they all hatched. I even showed Christine. They all did hatch. But you know
No
what
way.
happened?
I'll leave them anyway, so we'll see.
They were good size. I put them in with my albino Corys. I figured this could be fine, right? They were good sized little baby plecos. They ate all of them. The Corys did.
yeah.
I
Well,
didn't
if they'll
think,
eat their own, they're going to eat others.
but they were big. I mean, big compared to the Corys. Oh, look at these! I love these angels.
Yeah,
These
they're
are
gorgeous.
gonna be moved in out of here soon. Like
Moving these
any
out soon.
time. These are being moved. That's it. Their quarantine is passed. It's been here for 2 months.
Oh, you get rid of them?
No, quarantine them, man.
Oh, corn. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm ready to
Yeah,
say,
he
man,
would have
those are
just bought
gorgeous.
them. Yeah.
I bought
was
them
like,
like
what?
it's been 2 months already.
My misunderstanding.
So-
I felt like I was on Mars or something. Like, what are you doing getting rid of them?
Yeah, Jeff, I cannot hang too long, buddy. I gotta keep on moving. I just wanted to say hi. Yeah, and then
Oh,
I got
yeah,
company
this-
all of a sudden. But you know what? I wanted
those
to
are
talk to
pretty.
you really quick about this.
Ooh, what is that? Is that the?
This is the photosynthetic bacteria.
What does that do exactly? Is you use that?
So, Jeff, this is just a bacteria to start a tank. Let's say you want to start a tank. You know how people say, "Oh, put like bottle bacteria," and this is one. This one is you can make it at home. If you're a cheapo guy like me, or if you have a bunch of tanks like I do, and
Hey,
you use
Beto.
start tanks,
Hey, Beto.
and so you need the bacteria. That's what this is. Also, another thing. This is high in nitrite,
Uh huh.
the sulfate, and all kinds of iron, and it's good stuff. So what I do is every day I take water from the fish room. I add a couple little bit of dashes inside my water and mix it, and I give it to my plants outside. And that plants, you should see fruits on them, very beautiful. They're happy, gorgeous, like this
Yeah.
stuff.
They're like,
Yes.
feed us, feed us.
And you're going to have some of those, I believe, George, you were talking about it in the auction.
No, this is the only one I have right now. Look. 1, 2, 3,
Well, the auction's
4. I
April
mean,
4th. I'm
1,
not
2,
sure
3,
how
4,
long you
5.
need to make it.
6 babies, man. You
Ooh,
really want to put those in the auction? I can do that.
Oh
those
yeah.
they would sell. I mean, you. I can't tell you how fast they'd sell, but they would go so fast, your head would be spinning. Hey, Melvin's in the house.
Let's
Yeah.
look at
Hi
them with the
Ben.
lights on it. Let's look at them with the lights
Those
on
are
it. There we go.
beautiful. Yeah, if you want to put those in. And this is the thing about it too, George. I know you like to ship a certain
So
way.
that one, no. That one, no. You see, that one, no good.
Right.
The other ones are amazing. That one, no. But
Okay.
there's 3 and 3, 6 of them.
Yeah.
Dude, I really didn't want to do that. This is my first batch. I wanted to
Oh,
keep
oh,
like
oh,
for me.
oh, absolutely. Oh, you don't have to do that. I would keep them too. I mean, yeah, that's an
Yeah,
important.
amigo.
Hi
I only have.
Ben.
And by the way, I've been having problems hatching them. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I even had like this last time. I had problem. Which tank was it? Which tank was it? It was this other. So I have 3 pairs, right? Not one pair. Where are you? 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 Okay, there's one there. Oh, this tank. This tank. I had problem with it, man. It's like clean water, normal water. Check it out. There's the pair, and everything's clear. They laid in the back, but the eggs all fungused up. I'm saying maybe because he didn't fertilize it. Maybe look at that's the male, and that's the female.
Well,
Or
they
the
do read on the glass. I mean, if you don't put anything in there, they'll just go on the glass, right?
Yeah, and you know what? Another thing. Check it out. Yeah, stupid fish, bro. Look at this. You see these things? I have a bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
I put it all over in there, and they decided to go on the glass. If they would have laid on this, I would have taken it out and incubated it myself. So I know
oh,
when
it's
they
so
get ready to
exciting.
breed, I watch them. And when they get there ready to breed, I'll try to put some of those things in there.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Beto says I heard some people use the photosynthetic bacteria to feed their fry.
Yeah, I heard that too. Some tiny. So also on the Kalitawa, you know how the rice fish fry were tiny?
Yeah.
That's your favorite kind, right?
Oh, they did good. I mean, I got them, but then the corridors ate them.
Okay, I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? That's your
I know
favorite
they were
kind.
tiny. Those the
Yeah.
rice fish were
So
teensy.
so that's how tiny those Kalitawa babies are, buddy.
Oh, okay.
You can barely see them.
Okay. I would love to get some of those and breed them. Now I could use a mop in there, right? And then just take that
I
mop
mean,
out.
yeah, those ones I can put those. I'm sure I have plenty. Let me see. Babies, the babies, perfect too. Size right now,
Yeah.
perfect. They're breeding size. Oh,
Oh
look, there's a male.
wow.
I can do trio, 1 male, 2 females.
Oh
I got.
nice.
I can do 2 lots of that, but if I mean, or what? 2 males and 3 females.
Yeah.
That'd make a nice breed.
Everybody love that. Yeah.
That would be better because look, I'm a breeder. I know how stuff works.
Oh
So
yeah.
what
Whatever
if
you
you
whatever.
lost 1 male and now you got end up with 3 females? That's not good. And I can sex them at this age, no problem. And I
And
do
that's what
have that money.
and that's the good thing about it because you can choose how and what you want to put in the auction. You don't have to, you're the
Yeah,
boss of what
this
you want to put
one's
on.
definitely easy to ship. Hardy fish, very hardy, bulletproof hardy, my friend.
That's the kind I want to get, bulletproof.
Yeah, they are very awesome. By the way, they're from your master Gary Lane. I bought it from him.
From who?
Gary Lane. Gary Lang guy? Gary Lang?
Gary Lang.
Oh, Gary. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, look
This
here.
time,
Are those the
The babies.
daffodils?
yeah, bunch of babies everywhere.
Oh,
Even fry, like tiny little fry.
Yeah.
those are nice.
I've got some
And then-
albino ones coming in.
And then
Oh,
this guy,
Ooh. Oh, I love these.
give me the promise. And then I got some Alto Lamprologus, the Chichakas in here. Chiquitas.
Oh, yeah. Where did you get those? The caves back there, the slender ones that they go in.
I got them a while ago.
Where'd you get them at?
Oh, from plecocaves.com.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I like those.
Hey, I know you want to see the geckos, but tomorrow night I'm going to pick up a big order of tarantulas. I literally spent 1,000 on tarantulas again, but I got some crazy ones.
$1,000 on tarantulas.
Yep,
Very
crazy, huh?
interesting.
That is nice.
You like this vivarium? It's not a vivarium, it's a vivarium, no water. And the geckos, I'll show them to you later, Jeff.
Okay.
I gotta get going. Sorry, okay?
Oh, hey, no problem, George. Thank you. That was nice.
Thanks, George. It was nice seeing your fish.
Yeah, I love those. I might get some of those rainbows. I don't know.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
All right. See you later.
All
Thank you.
right, bye.
Oops, let's.
Yeah,
So,
he always has gorgeous tanks.
he does. And fish. And the fish are just.
I was going to ask him what he does with that coal one, the angel. I was like, I take coals. I don't care. I don't breed them, but I like them in my tanks.
Yeah. Well, you talk to him about it. Maybe he,
Yeah, I'll have to ask him.
are the.
I ask a lot of people what they do with their coals because basically I don't mind odd colors or ones that look odd.
Mhm. Yeah, they are breeding for him, the discus. They had quite a few. I've seen them have tons of fry in there. And they got eggs on the wall. And,
Yeah. So tiny, some of them. They're so cute.
Mhm.
I decided on the Severums because they had one at the auction for sale, a green one,
Ooh.
and I ended up. They're pretty hardy.
Oh, they are.
Put it in the 55, and they're in there with the big guys, and they don't seem to mind. A golden one and or a spotted gold, I think is called, and then a turquoise. They don't have like the discus do, where the turquoise is all over the body. It's under the the dark area, and then you'll see the light stripes like through it.
Mhm. Yep. I like Severance though. I mean, they do have enough inner strength, I guess you want to call it, to defend themselves, but they're not troublemakers too much.
No,
I've heard of some of them being really aggressive, but generally they're not.
these guys seem pretty calm right now, but they're also only the size of a golf ball, basically. Maybe. Well, no, they're bigger than a golf ball but just barely bigger.
Okay.
All around the same size, which is what I like.
Did we see those the last time that we did this?
See what?
Did we see your Severums last time you did a tour?
I think so.
Are these?
Yeah.
Oh, you
These are
did?
the ones that were in the Big 55.
Oh,
See, I did 2 lives that day, so I don't remember if it was you or Dina's. You know, the Dina and Brenda?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Father Fish nieces, basically, is who they are. They're
I thought that
sweethearts.
fish room was hers. I didn't realize it was Father Fisher's store.
Yeah, no, that's his shop. He has some beautiful tanks there.
Yeah, you got, I mean, that hardwood floor too. I mean, it's a really nice looking fish room.
Yeah. He redid all that. Well, when I went down to see it the first time, they were just starting to put in their the layered tanks, like shops have, but his is so warm and inviting that I could sit there for hours just watching his fish.
How far away is he from you?
2.5 hours. So what I do is I take me and the girls and we go down and stay at like a Hampton and nearby in Salisbury is where it is. And then the girls, I take them over to Ocean City or Hobith and some of the beaches along there. Not that they really do the beaches.
Too, or are they just not into it? Your girls.
What's that?
Do they have their own aquariums, or are they not? Are they not?
Grace does, the youngest one, my handicapped daughter. She does. The older one is not interested in it. I mean, she'll every once in a while think she is. So I loan her a tank, and then she gets bored with it. So I end up taking it back. So, Beto, Dina, her health is not great, and I think that's what it had to do. She does do another one during the week that is like all her interests, like gaming, and I think she knits and a few other things. And then she does the one with Wednesday night with Brenda. So Brenda's doing it with Megan, who's another one that works with Fatherfish. And they are doing the thing. Fatherfish is now doing some of lives, but I think he's on Tuesday that he's been doing it lately. And then he popped up another day. I caught him. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday or something like that. His health, because of his health scare, he just kind of decided he wanted to do something besides fish. I mean, he's doing fish, but I mean, he wanted beside the streams. He was also having personal attacks against him, and he would get himself all upset, and his heart can't take it. I mean, his heart has been an issue, and there at one point, yeah, at one point I thought he was going to have a heart attack because he was so upset.
Who was messing with him?
Oh, just people. You know how it is. You've had it happen to you.
Oh, yeah.
Where they just pick at him. I mean, that North guy really got on him. He's pretty stringent, at least that I saw, about you have to do it his way. And that's fine. But like even Lou has learned with me, I basically I listen to what people say, especially those experienced like Lou and yourself and others that have done it for years and years. But I also then I may do some of that, or I may decide that no, I don't want to do it that way.
See, that's a great part. You can do it the way you want to. I mean,
yeah. Well, I'm if you hadn't noticed, I'm a pretty independent person. So.
Oh, I know that. I mean, look how you're doing with those tanks. Like, my God, that's a... Yeah,
I kind of do my own thing, and I always have. I've always been that way. When I was a kid, I was bullied a lot because I was different.
Oh, yeah.
My dad always used to say I was like an old soul in a little kid's body. But I basically, as I've gotten older, I actually have enjoy life more by just not worrying about it. I don't know if it's northern... Robert, if it's northern cichlids, I just know the name was North. I happened to be on when the stream happened, and it was bad. I mean, I understand he has his own Funk and Mexicali. They stood up for Fatherfish, and unfortunately, Jose was caught in the middle.
Oh, I remember that. That was with
oh yeah, that was a bad. It was not good. Yeah, he kind of Discus North. Yeah, and he's very. He's not reasonable. He basically it's my way or the highway type thing, and I didn't.
People like that.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, I know, but there are a lot of people that do that. They think that their way is the only way.
He does, Robert, I noticed. And that's what also with people online, some people, their personalities don't click. So they may not get along with someone, but then I find that if I've interacted with that same person and may be fine with them. I'm cautious because I take my friends what they say and stuff. But
Yeah, you got to guard yourself.
basically, until they prove themselves, and
Yeah.
he was that lie was horrible. I mean, I was so angry. I mean, and I'm a type of person that I'm like, there's many ways to get into, many entries to a house.
Just in my opinion, I think that fight should have gotten quelled right at the beginning. It should have
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
that far.
Yeah, they were trying to be good and give him a chance to voice his opinion.
No.
I found him very, like if I told him I do natural tanks that have the dirt and then the sand on top, he would flip. He would have himself a bird and try to convince me otherwise, and that I'm being brainwashed or something. And I'm like, no. I said, that's one thing is for sure. I'm not an easy person to, if I make up my mind about something, people can reasonably change my mind, but, I will stand up for what I feel.
You're not going to
Yeah.
get an advantage of.
It was a pretty rough one. It was Beto. It was on. I don't remember if it was Funk or if it was Mexicali's. It was one of theirs. They were together on there. They are hosting it, and Jose was on. I think they were talking about discus. I'm not sure, but Jose was on, and then this other guy. I had never even
They were talking about
heard of him or
dirty
seen
tanks
him.
versus non-dirty tanks. And talking
They were
about
what? Oh,
He was
were
talking-
they? Oh, so they were already
talking about
looking for
dirty tanks. They call. I think he called them. At one time, he called them a swamp. tank.
swamp. Yes, and Father Fish ran with it, and he was calling his tanks the swamp. Well, he had a whole bunch of sayings that had swamp in it, and you can have a dirty tank that's not a swamp if you do it right.
Yeah, mine's not a swamp.
Yeah, no, if you do it right, you got to cap it with the sand.
We were talking about
Wallstead
that.
method.
Yep.
Wallstead method, from what I could see, she has a lot of great ideas too, but hers, you don't cap them with sand, and yeah, hers at times can. But look at mine, that 55. I've been having trouble with it because it's cichlids. Those damn cichlids. I love them to death, but they have dug that thing up so many times. I have fixed it, but at the same time, I'm like. I was like, you're lucky that I love you guys because you were going to be a fish fry if you keep going.
Yeah, I know. I got that tiny gravel, but mine are the angelfish in that tank. They're not going to dig anyway.
No, Beto, this was a while ago. It was probably about a year ago. But Lou's health has been so bad that kind of stress at 85, that could kill you. I mean, he's 85 years old and he has a bad ticker. So,
These people don't have anything better to do in their lives except attack people who are happy and doing what they want.
We're different than them. I did. Yeah, if they're different than them, it's kind of one of those, I don't get people who have to make everybody do it their way. I don't get along with people like that. Because I'm not one, I am a very easygoing, laid back until pushed. Then I can be a bit of a mother bear, but especially when it comes to my kids.
That's natural. That's natural.
Yeah. But at the same time, he really got going on there, and he would not listen to reason. They tried to reason with him. And because what happened was with some of Lou's shorts and stuff is he has hired people to help him get more, or at that time he had hired people to help him advertise more and get more attention and, have more followers and stuff. And in the process, they did those, when people put, what is it called? When people put, like they'll what is that? Oh, gaslighting or whatever, where they put something on there to get people to click on their
Oh, like a hook.
shorts.
Yeah, they call it like
Yeah.
a hook.
So he, like, one of them, the most controversial one is everybody thinks he doesn't do water changes. Because he had one of those where they put on there, don't ever change your water again, or some stupidity like that. And I had, at that time, had been newer to his channel, and I was like, what? And I clicked on it. And that's not what he's saying. He's saying not having to change it, but every few months instead of every week and things like that.
You might do it every 6 months, I don't know.
Yeah, because natural tanks aren't like a bare bottom. A bare bottom, you have to change the water almost every week because of there's nothing to hide the detritus and the mulm. So you kind of have to. I mean, yeah, clickbait. That's it, Christine. Clickbait. And Lou did not like it that they did that because it caused him all kinds of grief. That they did that clickbait of saying, you know, you don't ever have to change your thing or you don't have to feed your fish. What he meant by the discussion that it was you feed them every other day or every few days, which is true. But at the same time, people were taking it and they were just seeing the clickbait thing and thinking that's what it was. And that's what caused the biggest problem because this guy here, this North guy, he was like, well, he says never to change your water. You're abusing your fish. And and it's like, that's not, if you actually went in and watched the short, you'd find out that's not what he said. But because they did these stupid clickbaits, I didn't say anything at the time, but I was like, tell them people to stop doing that to you. Because basically I'm like, that stuff just aggravates people. You know, clickbait just makes you, I know I get angry if it says some story and I go in there and it's not, you go from page to page waiting for the actual story and they never get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically there was a lot of that. And because of his heart, I mean, he had a pacemaker put in basically. So, or I think that's what he had done.
I mean, isn't it amazing how adversarial people are? I mean, it's not enough to live your life without, I mean, if you're not hurting somebody or making somebody miserable, you're not doing what makes you happy. And that to me, I think that's sick.
Yeah. And it's not, like I said, are there things that Lou says that I may not 100% agree with? Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has a right to his opinion and I have a right to mine. And if I zone out, if there's something not going on that's not interesting to me, like football season, when all you guys start talking about football, I'm like, So I have it on, but I go and do stuff. I go and, clean things and piddle around with my fish. I don't expect others to change just because I don't have no interest in it. It's like, really? I mean, when do people get off thinking they have a right to tell others how to live their lives and to have a fit like that? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And there's so many people nowadays that seem to be doing this. And it's like, I mean, all these riots and stuff. And it's like, really?
Yeah, it's just when you have such a wonderful hobby as this, having your fish and, you got your camaraderie there. I don't know. It's just really sad.
Yeah.
Like, people can just go ahead and ruin it.
Yeah. I noticed that too, Beto, that they don't take time enough to understand what he's saying.
What I'm saying?
No, he's talking about fatherfish, that issue that had come up. I also don't appreciate when people are gung-ho about his method and then they change their mind about certain things and they have every right to, but then to turn around and talk negative and nasty about it. There are good things.
I heard the person doing that.
Yeah, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And my opinion is they're fair weather friend. They're there for, in the minute one little thing is not the way they think it should be, off they go. Because personally, my feelings on one of them was he had some big YouTuber on there, and the next thing you know, Father Fish is crap.
See,
So I was not happy at all when I saw that, and I unfollowed him. I was like, no, does he have good stuff on his
he's
live
no
also?
longer a benefit
Yeah,
to him. He was no longer a
But
benefit because of the other guy.
I don't like people who do that kind of
I don't
crap.
either.
If you
I
don't
really
like
dislike
well, if you don't like the method anymore,
well,
then just don't watch it.
I'm talking about the people that do that. You know,
Yeah, it's like why? Why do you feel because there is no. It's not necessary to rip somebody else apart just because you've changed your mind. Well, then go on with your. Just say to them, "Yes, I have changed my mind. I'm doing this different." You don't have to take that person apart, and that's what that one did. And I'm like, no. I'm not doing that.
you know
And I know some people shy away from Father Fish because of his different methods and the things they've heard and all that. But I'm like, you know what? When it comes to the area that I like, which is the scientific part of it, because that's what it is, the scientific part of natural tanks. That's what I like.
So all these people are attacking him in his videos and stuff, not on live. Because it seems like if they had, the moderators, if they were attacking him during his live stream, just boot him.
They do. They will say some pretty nasty stuff, and then they do get rid of it, but it's already there. And I know Lou's finally got to the point at 85 where he's like, I've done this. I don't need this. At my time of life, I want to do the things I enjoy.
Yes.
And,
Right.
he basically, and that's what he's doing. Hi, Chris. Yeah, and I think it's jealousy too, because he is very popular.
They don't
Basically, I like the natural tanks myself. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Janice. Welcome in.
So I basically have found that you have to take. Everybody has good. When I'm watching people's tanks, I am always looking for something that I can use or I can do. And to me, these people are looking to rip them apart and pick every little thing. I'm like, really? I'm like, just if you don't like it,
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
go on the channel.
Why do people have to be so adversarial like that and do that though? I mean, that's the part that really gets me.
Well, it's my thing is okay. Why don't we be a little more like Bob Marley? Everything's gonna be all right. Just kind of relax and enjoy it, because it's these people who want to make drama llamas. That's what it is. From now on, I'm going to call them the drama llamas are out.
Drama llamas.
Because I had this little book I used to read to my daughter when she was little, and it was Drama Llama. We loved that book. But basically, I find it very, and I'm sorry, but in my opinion, people who pick other people apart miss out on so much, because every person has something good to share and something cool to talk about or do. They may not think they do, but they do. And Lou's going with me to the Bucks County annual thing.
Lou's going with me, right?
Yep, I'm picking him up. The girls wanted to go to the beach, so I'm taking them down to near Dover so we can go down to Rehoboth. I can never say the name of that beach, but the girls love there. They have a fish and chips place. It's from the guy who owns it and runs it is British, and he has the best tasting fish and chips. And we're gonna go there and do that. And we're picking up. Lou's gonna meet us there because he said he could drive up an hour. We're actually gonna meet at the Cichlid Brothers. No, there's a
Cichlid Brothers.
No, there's a shop there in Dover. Cichlid. I forget the name of it.
I know what it is.
It's not Cichlid Brothers. It's another Cichlid company that does really beautiful fish, including discus.
Trying to think of the
But
name.
he's going to meet me there, so we'll probably go and check that shop out too while we're at it. But yeah, then we're going to go up because it's a good 2 hours up near Philadelphia that the annual It's the reason I wanted to go there is Ted Kalati. Dr. Ted goes there, and so does Alishon. They're part of that club, and I wanted to go because Dr. Ted's bringing a bunch of his lilies, his lotuses and lilies that he puts in his ponds. Is it lily? You know, the ones that produce flowers.
Super cichlids.
Super cichlids. There we go.
Ew.
Yeah, they're there. So I want to go check them out.
Ooh, do they have a
I
online
missed a few.
presence?
Who did I miss? Oh, Select Pets. Hello. Yeah, Super Cichlids is the.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe is what it is. It's Dover, Maryland, I think.
I can't type it because I do have that new keyboard that Mousy had sent me, but I have to get a connector for more USB ports because they're all filled up.
Right.
So I can't type. I was going to bring up Super Cichlids, but I can't do it.
Well, you inspired me with the bigger monitor because I ended up getting a. It's a monitor, but it's bigger and you can share to it from like your phone and stuff. So it's not a computer; it's just the monitor, a bigger one.
Oh, I love
Because I've been using just my phone all the time.
It's
So
34 inches wide. It's so nice.
that's right, Janice. No drama llamas.
I
It'd be like anytime anybody does a aggression towards you, everybody has to say, "Oh, you're being a drama llama," and walk.
I'll tell you this right now. On this channel, I don't allow any of that bullying. If people come in and start, back sassing, I just tell them to leave. If they don't leave, I just remove them. I don't.
Yep.
I don't want this to be like
It's not worth it.
like a
Life's too short, and I'm too old.
yeah,
Is my opinion.
yeah,
And I
don't
basically am
allow
like,
that either. I mean, people start. I seen one time when Melvin was in here, and there's a certain somebody, a whole while we won't name, and she was starting to mess with him, and I just told her, I said, we don't do that here.
yeah,
I think she tried to, F-bomb me, and then that's fine. Just go.
yeah. Life's too
Because I'm
short.
not having Melvin. Melvin comes in here and supports, and I'm not going to have anybody come in here and just be terrible to him. It was just terrible what was going on. And I don't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if somebody did that to you, I would do the exact same thing. I'd be all over them. I'd say, you know what? We don't do that here. You got to leave.
There's not a lot that gets me going, but I am a person who's learned in my 56 years that you don't let people.
You might be able to take it real well, but if somebody says something, it puts you in a position where you're on the defensive. You should never be on the defensive.
Yeah.
Well,
When it comes to me, you don't have to worry too much, Jeff. I have a smart mouth, so when I was younger, my brothers and sisters called me Razor Lips as a nickname. So I'm
like I said,
pretty good.
Have you or anybody else who comes in.
No, and none of the channels that we have should have that. We're a very laid back community, and I enjoy that about your channel, Jeff, is because it's so everybody is good with. In general, everybody is good with each other.
Yeah, it says just be courteous and respectful to each other, and be adult. I'm not asking for the moon and the sun, and you know what? You guys have aced it since the very beginning. You guys are fantastic. Look at this. Oh, Beto.
Furcatus?
Yeah, that's the Pseudomugil furcatus. It's the scissortail rainbows, I think.
Oh,
they're really
they're
nice.
pretty.
If you want to,
they're pretty popular.
If you can type it in there and want to pull one up, I can add it to the thing so we can look at it.
I don't know if I can. I have no clue about that.
Are you on a computer?
Type it in where? What's that?
You'll see a box with an arrow pointing up. That's the once you type it in and bring it up, so you got a tab on it.
Yeah, I don't have any. Right now. I see both of us. I see a people thing, a talk thing, and then a lock thing.
What thing?
I don't see anywhere to type anything.
Oh, down at your search bar at the bottom of your. At the
No,
bottom.
there's no search bar.
Oh, how do you do a search then?
Yeah, I don't. I think because I'm just a guest, it doesn't allow me
Oh
to.
no, I got this set up where all the guests can do their own. They can control the entire presentation.
Let
That's
me
what I like about
see.
Restream. Beto,
All I see is to do my mute me or not, and then the camera. What's this thing?
it's a
Yeah,
a
this
2D
this
like a
says
2D
local
monitor with
video presentations and extra camera. That's all that
it's
says.
between the little guy with the plus. I don't know if you. I'm not sure if you probably can't do a
Little guy with a plus. I don't see any. I see the
You see
one. The
microphone, the camera,
yeah.
box with the arrow. That is the share. It says share screen when you put your mouse over it.
Share screen. Oh, I'm on my phone. Maybe that's why.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why.
So I
I
asked if
gotta
you were-
set up. I gotta set up the tablet and the monitor and all that
oh,
to get that going. Yeah,
yeah,
I've been meaning
that's why I
to,
asked
but
if you were on your laptop or anything because it works really good with a laptop. I don't think. The phones
yeah,
are-
my laptop's about ready to poop out. So,
Mine's got to be replaced at some point. That was-
oh, they're egg eaters, huh?
Okay.
Okay, Beto says he sent it the video to Messenger.
Okay, up. I'm looking. It hasn't arrived yet. Oh, wait a minute. Only thing from earlier I have I sent a video messenger. Oh, I'm on the channel here. I'm on your page and I don't see it. So I'm not sure if are you sure you yeah, there's nothing. I got nothing.
The minute I touch anything, it knocks me out. So I don't touch.
Yeah, I'm looking at I'm on his page where we have our conversations and messenger.
Yeah.
It's not there.
I'm gonna post. I read a video that I did a tour of the basement, all the fish and stuff in the geckos. So I'm gonna put that on my channel because I haven't put anything out in a little bit.
Nice.
Basically, I got the 60s almost ready for the yeah.
Ah,
For the rainbows and the angels and stuff. I'm going to start with, I've got a couple brown chocolate plecos that are too big for the tank they're in. So I'm going to put them in there and see how it goes with them and then go.
I was going to ask Chris out there. What do you think about the Kalitawa as a first rainbow fish? Because I know you're into rainbows real heavy, and I'm just wondering because I heard they're really hardy. What do you think of them as a first rainbow? If you're still here, I wanted to find out because those ones that George has. Jeff, it says sent on my end. Oh, there it is now. It just arrived. It just arrived. I can't play it on here though because it's on my phone and it has to be emailed to me. Oh, I'm watching it though. You can see the fricat. I don't know if it's they are spinning around that plant. Wow, they're beautiful too. Can you see those at all?
I see it some.
Yeah. Well, you can look it up when we're all finished. Look up the Pseudomagil fricata.
Yeah.
They are really. Oh man. You need to get a mop in there also. Beto, I put a mop in there, one of those floating mops, because they're just laying all the eggs all over the plants, and it's gonna be hard to get them out before they eat them. Oh my goodness! So they are stunning. They remind me of a peacock gudgeon, kind of.
Yeah, they do have that look.
Mm-hmm. Really nice. Yep, I got it. That's cool. Very cool.
I have 2 snow white longfin plecos that I've got, and I'm hoping that they're ready to breed. They're acting like they are.
Oh, I get to get a trio of them, Chris. This ought to be. Oh, they. He says they breed very easy. Those
I
Kelly
haven't
Tower
even-
rainbow fish.
Yeah,
I like them because they only get 2.5 inches long, is what he said. I was like,
yeah,
that's
that's
nice.
I've got the neon ones from Foxy, and then I have my big ones. The big ones are Chris Junkins is the ones he gave me are the largest, but I do have some turquoise and
And you got
the
the
one
blue
that starts
ones
with
too.
an A. I forget the full name. It starts with an A. And then there's what's that other one? It's not the Bozeman. It's the
Got the Bosemani.
Yeah, Bosemani is the ones that's the ones I got from Chris Junkin. But I had a bunch of rainbows in my 55 that I want to move down there with them into the 60. And then I can put the mops in there and things.
Oh, that's another one. Craycocks. That's another nice one.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? The dwarf neon. They've been great. I would like to get some more of them.
I mean, they're not shaped the same, but with that that really shiny silver on their sides.
Yeah, they're the ones that like glow, don't they?
Yeah, that's kind of really shiny. It reminds me of a tinfoil barb a little bit. All right, Janice says she's going to be right back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that Praycox might be a. Well, it depends on if I get a trio of these other
Yeah,
ones.
if you get those other ones, then you can add the Praycox to it because they're tiny too. They don't get very big.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they would interbreed or not. What do you think?
I don't think so.
They're both melanotan.
You can look it up, but I don't think so.
I don't know. Chris might know because he's been, like I said, he's really deep into the rainbows. Praycox and the Kelly Tower, will they interbreed if you in the same tank? I think they will. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if I want to take a chance with it. I just have another tank for the Praycox. That's what I.
Your tiger limias have been busy, and they're starting to fill up my killifish tank. So I'm like, okay, I got to move some of you guys around. Oh, they will.
I got quite a few of them myself, but now since I added the cichlids over there, I mean they're.
Yeah, they say they will. Is it Johnny that's select pet?
Yeah, they will interbreed.
Yeah, they will interbreed. They will party with each other.
It's really interesting. Like Central American cichlids will interbreed.
Yeah.
Firemouth will breed with a Jack Dempsey. Convict will breed with anything, probably, pretty much. I've heard of a convict and a red. I've heard of convict and an Amphilophus actually had a spawn that survived. Oh. And I was like, I didn't think they could do that with a different gene. They say it was. I'll take them at their word, but yeah, don't mix your rainbows. Yeah, I'd be a species only tank, definitely.
Yeah, mine I haven't been doing anything to help them breed, so if they interbreed, the eggs get eaten by everybody anyway, so. There's been times when that turquoise male is bright turquoise, so I'm sure they're doing something. Yeah, convicts will breed with anything with fins, yeah.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
They will. They're bad.
They're still one of my favorite fish of all time.
Convict and a jewel. That'd be interesting.
They really breed a lot, but they're a cheap fish. They've always been my favorite. Well, that was the first fish I ever made money on was the pink convicts back in '74. I was making some good money.
Pink convicts are pretty cute. I've seen them, but I don't want any. But I love my cichlids, but Except for
not
the cell
exactly weird.
dwellers, I love them.
I'm more into the dwarfs like Epistos and Crebenses
Yeah, that's
and
me. I like them
Shellies.
better.
Yeah, shell dwellers too, definitely.
Yep. Yeah, that's me. I like all the dwarf ones. I'm not a big fan of the large cichlids. I mean, I think they're pretty,
Yeah,
but
that's where I started. That was the giants, and the except I didn't get a dovite. My biggest cichlid was a red devil, 14 inches,
yeah.
and he was mean. He, he had that whole 180 to himself. He killed everything else in that tank.
Wow. No, I don't want a fish that's gonna kill everything. I'm not.
No,
I'm more into like I can't wait to get my tubs going to get my race fish and my minnows and my rainbow or not rainbows, paradise fish.
right? Oh
I
yeah.
want to get all those out there, and then of course my goldfish back in the bigger tank.
But
I'm gonna
also,
get a couple. I'm gonna actually step over and get a couple koi this spring.
oh wow.
There's a really good pond place near us. Well, there's a lot of them, but this one I've always liked going to, and that's where I get a lot of my plants because it's run by Amish, and beautiful plants and fish, and they don't charge as much as others do. So I look at their prices. I like going down because they have these. They look like garbage pails, big, gigantic garbage pails, blue ones, and they have them lined up. And they start with the smaller goldfish and the smaller koi, and then they go up until they get to the big ones. And there's like, I'd say 50 of them in their tubs. And I love walking around and seeing all the different ones in there. But I've bought goldfish from them before and have been tempted to buy the koi, but basically I'm finally going to get some this year because I've got a bigger outdoor. I want to make like Christine's got that square, but smaller version, of course, because I don't have that big enough property. But just out after they get done fixing our sewer, make one of those where she has her outdoor ponds that make a square. And basically do a smaller version of that, but big enough so that I can have not a lot, but a few koi and goldfish.
Yep. You know what? Like I said the other day, with the diversity of the fish that you got in your fishery, right?
You
got everything from those tiny things up to you got to sever them now. So, but
yeah,
they're just. I
just like variety. I like variety in everything that I do. Like my music is not. I like country. I like rock. I mean, you name it. I pretty much the only thing that I like reggae. I even like some rap music. Not as much on the rap. That's probably my least favorite, and I don't like that where they scream. I forget which ones that is, but I listen to Nickelback as much as I listen to Johnny Cash. So I'm a very eclectic. Yeah, and I basically, and now that the YouTube is like opened my horizons when it comes to music and things, but I'm the same with most things. That's the way I am. I'm eclectic and I like numerous things, not just one. There's so many fish and so many things out there. Why limit yourself to one breed or one?
Exactly. That's why I'm saying you're. When I think of you, I think of a magnet attracting all the tropical fish, and you're finding all of them. I mean, you've got so many fish.
Well, I've been really blessed because I'm in an area where there's some fantastic breeders, and also I'm willing to pay the shipping to get from other areas, including Indonesia, because I have gotten fish from Indonesia, the wild bettas.
And they're nice, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. And the breeder that I know over there that I've gotten to know is really good, and he'll get me anything I want. But I just don't have the money to get everything. But I'd love to go to those countries. I wish I was younger and more healthy because I would go to some of these areas where they collect them in the wild, because I to me that's so fascinating.
That'd be fun to go to Lake Tanganyika in Africa. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be?
Even just going down to the Florida Everglades or down in Florida, I mean, I love watching where they go and collect them in the wild. I have a few favorites that I watch, and they're just, I just think it's so awesome that they can get them there. That's one of my favorite entertainment is to watch them. I've got a couple of young guys that they've been doing it since they were teens, and they both. One of them in particular has a store. I just haven't bought anything yet from him, but I'd love to because it's all wild caught, or a lot of wild caught. So, but yeah, I'd love to go to these places. We have the Killifish Club meets in our area, and the Mid-Atlantic Killifish Club, I think it is. And so I have access because they'll bring them to the club auctions, and so I have access. That's where I got that Glarus, that big blue Glarus that I have, and those and the chocolate cichlids. They all basically bring them, and I can pick. There's one David. I think his last name is Kruh, and he's well known in the Killifish people.
No. Line of
Yeah, I'm reading you Chris's thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Same with Killifish and those. They have to have the right ones on there. But they're slowly teaching me all about it. The David is, and there's another one. I think his name is Chris, and they're older gentlemen. They go to those locations and collect them in the wild and everything. And I love talking to them, and they'll, identify any fish and talk with me about them. They love my tank. They basically have seen a video of my tanks, and they love them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not as organized as they. I mean, they put like David did with the, he did a journal for him. His fish were breeding, the quarries.
Yeah.
He had the breeding people that did the breeding schedules and all that information.
Oh yeah.
They do that kind of stuff, and I have to have it in writing because I'll forget it. I forget the names. I just know the sort of what they are and where they came from, and I print out the things that I get from the clubs when I buy them. You can print out the list, and I print them out because I would totally forget what I have. Because I have a ton of tanks, and I just, I try to stock them properly, but when you come home from those auctions, if you have 5 or 6 bags of fish, and you have to put them all in a quarantine tank. So it's and my memory's so bad, so I have to be careful with that. So I keep them all written down, and I know which ones I'm starting to get better about. After they've been here for a while, then I start remembering. It's like the Medaka rice fish that I have. I'm starting to get to know the names better of what I have, because I have 4 different kinds. So.
Well, see, George could help you out with that. He knows.
Yeah. Well, I have it. It's written down in either eBay or the auctions. That's where I get them.
I want to get one of those label makers.
I have one. Yeah.
I want to get
it helps a lot. It helps a lot.
Yeah, I want to
label them so you have them. I'm trying desperately to organize it because my memory is so bad.
Yeah,
so
I got to get for down here also.
Yep.
Probably help me out a lot.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We're just slower about it than everybody else.
I'm going to be having some things. I got to reseal 2 40-gallon breeders. That's going to be interesting. I've never done that before, so I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of doing that, so I avoid getting any that need it.
I've seen people do it, and you know what? It's heck of a lot cheaper than buying a new or even a used tank.
Oh yeah.
Just-
I'm amazed at the people who make their own tanks. You know,
yeah.
they'll have like the larger ones, and they make these, or they have an odd place that they want to make
Well,
it.
Bill in
So
Australia, he's got that. I think it's 1,000 or 1,200 gallons. I can't remember. I know it's 12 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet from top to bottom.
yeah,
And he
yeah, and it's amazing. It's like, oh my goodness, how can you?
a
But they
12
do.
Tank, can you imagine sitting there watching a 12-foot tank with that much ground space? I mean, you could have. This would be incredible. I can't even imagine what I would put in there.
Yeah. Well, even that 200 plus one that George has, that's amazing to me. I mean, I look at that. 125 would be gigantic to me. No less 200 and something. It's like, wow. Hi, Chai.
Yeah, one thing I
We're
see.
just hanging out talking.
Yep. I think I'm going to start
Kinda.
winding this down pretty quickly
Okay.
and get a little something to eat in a moment. I was
Yeah.
so much easier than what our brain tells us it will be when we haven't done it yet. It is so
Yeah.
simple. Well, that's good to know that. That makes me feel better. I'm just going to follow all the instructions and should be all right.
Worth a try, you know. Never know until you try. You may like it and do a ton of them.
And
Because you can get them real
down
cheap if you.
if it leaks, I mean, if I start to do the fill test and it starts leaking, I ain't got to worry about it because
Yeah.
it's going to drain.
Yeah. No, I've been intimidated by it too, but I only had one, and then they said it leaked, and I checked it, and it didn't. So,
Wow.
but at some point it may. So I got it for free because they thought it leaked a 30-gallon. So I'm like, okay. I keep an eye on. My husband's like, no more tanks, but they have such good deals on the marketplace that I keep an eye on them. And when they have good ones, I get them.
And Beto's asking, Chai, what's new? Any upcoming swaps or auctions? I wish we had some close by here. I would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to clubs all, and you don't realize. I mean, I've never been to one.
Yeah. I started going about a little over a year ago. And I didn't even know a thing about them. And it was after I started doing that I started getting all the fish because they're such good deals. So
Yep.
I have a hard time turning down a good deal.
Yeah. I've been to one. Actually, I've been to one swap, and that was it. They had it scheduled just as all the lockdown was back in 2020, and we got there, and they brought out. I mean, we got there. I guess apparently something happened, and they didn't close it all down, but they brought out masks. We had to put that on for the swap. I was like, what's the difference? You have to walk up there anyway. I mean, but anyway, I don't want to get into that. But that's where I got my shell rollers at.
Yeah.
I got a really good deal on them. In fact, I got them from Chris. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of his last name. I know that Chris Gordon knows. Just can't think of it. But he lives in Grand Rapids, and he's a Lake Tanganyika guy.
Oh.
And he's like a real famous one. He's like probably some of the best in the country.
Wow.
And I got them from him. I got 5 of them for $25. And they go for like 15 to 20 each right now.
Huh.
If you look at like Dave's Rare Cichlids or
Yep.
place, the cheapest
Yep.
I've seen them is like $12 for the multis. So you can imagine. I mean, and your black Aussies are going for like $22, something like that.
Yeah, they're up there. Yeah.
And the Similis are the same. They get $22 for them. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, select that. I got a swap April 18th, May 2nd, May 9th. Auction on the 30th, and then Bluegrass Bash. Ooh. Oh yeah. I'm not sure. I think David said he's wanting to go to that.
Yeah, I'd love to go to it, but and Foxy's the barbecue thing, but I doubt I'll be able to. Between money and my health, I don't know if I can go that far.
See, that's a long way. I mean, if you're going to drive, that's a long drive.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to drive from my house to there, but it's still about a 5 or 6 hour drive for me.
yeah. We'll just have to be happy with the Clash and help out with that. So
Yeah. I know
my
they had,
girls had a fun time with helping with doing the bags. So
you had fun doing that, I'm sure.
yep, Dee Dee helped us the second day, and we had a ball. Lots of bags. There was like 500 of them. So
Bags of fish?
no, they're bags for the gift bags that they give to them when they register.
Hmm.
A lot of donations from different companies that
Is
you
that
put them in the
ones that you were
bags.
telling me about? They were kind of unkind to you and your.
No, the first 2 days I was under Jenna, so it was the early, so we did great with that, and then we came back the actual day they were open, which was what, Friday or Saturday? Friday, and the local club was a little bit testy about, and they just shooed us away like we hadn't worked on 500 bags the last couple days, but I just was like, okay, you live and you learn. So I was a little disappointed because I like my local clubs, but the one that I like the most now is the one that's just below us in Maryland. They're very, very nice there and
What's the name of it?
more friendlier.
Bucks County?
The ACM.
Oh.
It's called Aquarium. No, ACM, the Aquarium Club of Maryland.
Okay.
Something like that. But a lot of YouTubers go to that one too. I noticed that with at the Clash, the local clubs were rather testy with all the YouTubers. All the YouTubers were getting together, especially with Foxy's wedding there, and you could definitely tell the difference between YouTubers and clubs. And the YouTubers bring in the people. I mean, they're the ones people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
They had some great speakers. Corey was there, and his partner there.
Tazawa?
Yeah, and then they had a bunch. Ted gave some talk.
Zenzo, I'm sorry. Zenzo.
I think Shelby gave a talk. Yeah, and then there was a couple other people, but basically they were not friendly to the YouTubers, the local clubs. Not everybody. I mean, there's some that are Zenzo. That's right.
Yep, Zenzo.
They were, like, I don't know, it might have been half and half. I don't know, but the main person that runs the one club, she was rather dismissive, and had her people in there, and just basically told us we weren't needed.
See,
and I'm like, we spent 2 days straight, and the thing that gets me is it was me, my 2 daughters, and they're just kids, they're teenagers, and Lori from one of the local clubs that worked all day on them. And then the next day, Thursday, Dee Dee showed up, and Dee Dee and me and my girls filled them. So we did 500 bags between us 5. And not the second, each day, me and my girls had somebody helping us. Dee Dee one day and Lori the other day. But I'm like, okay, where are the club members? Where are the volunteers? I was like, what's going on?
There have been so much more than any of the club conventions I've been to.
Really? See,
Yeah,
I've only been to that one, so I don't know. I wish I was closer to the one in.
I know why now. It's called the Clash, right? So they're going to clash you.
Yeah, so they're going to clash.
That's why
That's
they call it
exactly
the.
it. Yeah.
That's why they call it the
But
Clash. Yeah.
now that I know, what the deal is, I will work with Jenna and help them with the bags because we enjoyed doing that, even if it was a lot of work. And then basically, when they show up, just kind of go our way and help Jenna or enjoy the clash. So
Yep. I was. That's what I wanted to go to, but I'll be able to go to some of the future clashes.
yeah,
That
it's
one was
fun.
just impossible for
And
me.
if you're not, if you don't have to mix as much with the locals, listen to me, I'm a local, but basically the local club people as much, basically my opinion is I'll go and hang in with those that are nice and that are friendly, and the ones that aren't, I'll just let them have their space, let them do their thing.
I had
As long as they,
transportation all the way there, Cinnamon, with Eric Wayrock.
oh,
Wayrock,
okay, yeah, that'd be
and
a blast of a
so
ride.
I had to ride there and back. He was even willing to go pick David up on the way,
Hmm.
and I would have just had to, book a hotel. But those rooms were, I mean, they're expensive. I mean,
Yeah, if you did the
like
deal
$2,000,
with the,
$3 a night. I
if you do it early enough, I think it was 140. I think a night is what we got. But I didn't realize I had made I had made
you know what?
reservations in like January last year, and I turned around and was trying to make another one, thinking I was running late and may not get one, and the lady was like, "You already have a room." I said, "I'm so sorry," and I honestly never, to this day, don't remember making that room. My husband won't let me live it down.
Bad
Like,
interaction,
okay.
or they're taking advantage of them too. Ooh,
Yeah, well, they're all about the money, is what I've learned. Those two clubs are.
I
They
hear it's
are
really
really,
expensive over there,
really
Clash for
about the
everything.
money. See, I used to work for it when I was younger, in my 20s. I worked for a college up in Vermont, Green Mountain College, and I was in the alumni department where we did all the benefit, all the parties for that. Oh no, it's not benefit, donations and collection, where they had a lot of parties and stuff. My brain isn't working. Um, no, Janice, it is not. It is, but it isn't. To tell you the truth, the Clash is much more smaller and it is much more friendlier
It's friendlier.
than
I thought it was.
Aquashella. Aquashella was so packed with. I went to the New Jersey one, and it was so packed with people. You really couldn't really look at. You could look some at what was at those tables, those
So
booths,
even though
but
at the Clash, though, where they were being unkind to you, but now they are
well,
friendlier
yeah,
than.
that's why I'm saying that there's a good amount of ones that are friendly and nice, and it's the vendors are not. I mean, only a quarter of them is local, and they're the friendly local club ones. The ones who are doing the booths and things, the vendors. That's the main reason I go to that every year. It's because I love the vendor room.
Did you go to the auction?
And those doing the talks were good and stuff. It was just that one group of people,
Yep. Did you
and
go to the
that was
auction
it.
at the end of it?
I was so tired by the time we hit late Saturday that I just went home and crashed. So
Mm,
I missed it.
I would. I want to stay there
Um,
right through the very end. Then you get all the greatest deals that way. And you can pounce
yeah,
on
you're
them.
right, Johnny. It is more for the hobbyists than Aquashella. Aquashella is very commercialized. Ton of people, and
Yeah, they got
I had paid
Jason's there from
to.
prime time, and
Yeah, I paid
KGT.
extra to go in early, and it didn't matter. All the bags, the gift bags, were gone at that point. And I wasn't late. I came in exactly the time they told me because they staggered it, and I went exactly the time they told me, and they were out of bags already. And I'm like, wait a minute,
So like
you
I said,
know?
I'm surprised Aquashella is even around still. I thought it was a popular event.
This was the New Jersey one, is the one I went to, Janice. I mean, I enjoyed seeing some of the, you know, like I
No, but
ran into a lot of people there, you know, that were doing the booth. But to me, the Clash is more of a friendlier. It's smaller.
was it busy at the Aquashella?
Oh, packed. That New Jersey
oh,
one,
that's,
they were
um,
shocked. They were shocked. They did not think it was going to fill up as much as it did, and it turns out they forget.
Did you see the screen
New
right there where it
Jersey, and
said-
New York City's right
Are you
there,
able
and
to-
Long Island and
Are you
stuff.
able
I'm
to see
like,
the comments?
what's that?
The comments.
Yeah,
Select says, I'm
trade
surprised
show,
Aquashella is even around still, but it was packed. I mean,
Yeah, this thing was packed, but you know what? I think it's more not hobbyist, but just, you know, your average go to PetSmart type person, Petco. You know, everybody who has a tank was there. You know, it wasn't the ones who were breeders or hobbyists. This was New Jersey that I was in. And Johnny's right. It's a trade show basically. And it's for, I mean, I don't know. It was not what I thought it was going to be, and I'm not going to the one this year. I can't. I had my electric cart because I can't do all that walking, and it was just impossible to get through with it and stuff. And I just don't have no interest in it.
yeah, that Aquashella, it does seem like a really big.
Yeah,
big
I'd love
like
to
a
go
big
to the bash
sales,
because the
advertisement
bash
center.
sounds
Their
the bash
advertising-
sounds like it's going to be a blast. So I wish. You're what? 6 hours, 8 hours from there?
Oh, I'm just saying that they do a lot of. I forgot what I was going to say. Now I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I hate doing that. Hate that. Hi guys. Hi, Hack Attack. Hi there.
I hack a deck. But yeah, Johnny's correct. He summed it up perfectly. That they're more for, you know, for just your average, you know, person who likes fish but doesn't really, you know, it's in, you know, somebody who has it in their living room and may look at it once in a while.
There's not the big business guys that go to.
But not even just business, a hobbyist. You know, the ones who really,
Yeah,
you know, like us, that really
Right.
love.
I was talking about
Wanna
the
see
Aquashella.
each other.
That's for like Fluval and Fritz and
Yep, that's exactly who was there.
all that kind of stuff.
And they had other ones like Dustin and Father Fish was there. But he didn't have much products he was selling. He was mostly talking with people and seeing them.
Well, Justin and him, but they're more of a mom and pop type thing. I mean, they're big. They're expanding, but they're not like
Yeah.
a chain. Yeah.
But yeah,
Justin has some great
Dustin, and then the other one. Who's the other one? Dan's Fish. They had people there. You know, all those. And then they had some guy, I forget the name of the thing, that had big, gigantic tanks full of freshwater stingrays. I think they were fresh. Yeah, they were freshwater. Because I didn't even bother going into the saltwater area because I'm not interested in that. They did have anybody likes
I wonder if predatory
Saltwater,
fins. They do a lot of stingrays.
what's that?
Predatory fins. I wonder if they were there because they do a lot of stingrays.
That could have been them. Yeah, it could have been them. Jesse was there, just one fish, which is it's funny because I went. Jesse had just one fish, and then we have another group like him called Small World Aquatics, and they're very nice people, and they go to our clubs, and I bought from those two and one other person. I was like, I might as well just bought from you guys. Because I could order from them at any time, and they're like, yeah, but I did get that puffer that I tried that died on me, the 8-figure puffer
Those
there.
are brackish water.
They didn't tell me that. I had no. I
wanted
thought
to
it was
make you
just
sell. They wanted to
regular,
get rid of
and it wasn't until like months later that somebody said, you know, they're brackish, and I'm like, oh, I could have, you know. It's frustrating when you're like, oh, I could have done this, I could have, but that's all right.
Do you have one
I
of those
basically-
Amazon puffers?
No, I just had the pea puffers now, the murder beans, as It's either June or somebody said that the murder beans.
Yeah, Nathan loves his. He said they get along great with other fish and everything. So he's
Which
got
one's
one in the
that?
community tank. Nathan Gills to Garden.
Yeah, you
Amazon
enjoyed it,
Puffer.
Curtis. I
Yes.
did in some Curtis in some ways,
Yes, Amazon.
but I definitely preferred the class better.
Hmm.
Even with the locals kind of local clubs being a little testy.
I mean, that's all good. As long as you got like stuff about fish and products, I don't care. I go to either
Well,
one.
yeah, it's nice to go around and see the different products, the new ones, because of course that's why, like Johnny said, it was like a trade show because they had like Fluval and Fritz and all them had their newest products. The weird thing was Akari was there, but they couldn't sell any products. They
Really? Why
weren't
not?
something to do with New Jersey. They
Huh?
something to do with New Jersey. They had all the products on the shelf. They had them all there, but you couldn't buy them. I was like, okay, that's weird. And the guy said, oh, it was something to do with New Jersey that they didn't know about. And I don't know what it was.
Another petty thing that people do. Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, it could be a state, law of some kind.
I use a lot of Hikari's products. I mean, it's not the most expensive, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I think it's good quality for the money myself. Those little micro pellets, I tell you, my fish just go, they love it. It's
Yeah.
really good food. The
I
micro
use
pellets,
a mixture of different things. I use some of their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There was something that they had that I liked. That's why I knew they wouldn't sell because I tried to buy it from them right there, and I think it was something to do with my axolotls. I think it was one of their things for axolotls.
Yep, to sell them easier. Exactly, that's right. We were just talking about that with the puffers, your figure eight, the brackish.
Yeah, I'm reading that. Yeah, I can imagine because they never said a word. There was nothing on it. And I was new enough to puffers that I didn't know.
Why is that, John? I won't buy Hikari even if it was a penny a pound. I would. My fish love it. They're doing good. I don't know.
I don't get it very often. I get it for like the wafers and then like I said, they had an axolotl pellet, soft pellet that they eat.
Yep, that's all right. I mean, people don't always like everything. Extreme doesn't sell at shows either. I've had extreme food. My fish like extreme as well, and Northfin. Northfin's quite a bit more expensive than Hikari is.
I'll get bug bites if I don't use my guy on mine.
I mean, if I was had more money, I would definitely pay for them.
I have a guy online called the Fish Guy, and he sells it by the pound. So I get like he not freeze dries it, air, where it's sealed in. So he'll sell me one that's not sealed, like half a pound, and then the rest he'll seal so I can put it either in the fridge or I can keep it in a cool place.
That's good stuff, Beto. Northfin. Pretty good quality. Have you ever used the Northfin foods?
Yeah, they're not, like I said, because I use mostly his offline. I don't really. I get micro pellets and regular. All of them, because all my fish are pretty much small.
Yeah,
I'll get a small thing of.
I crush them up a little bit. The Vibra bites.
Yeah, but he has a thing called it's fry crack. He calls it, and it's a powder that is so fine that even the tiniest of fry can eat it, and they love it. And then I get. He calls it fry crack.
Fry crack. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's the mini pellets and then pellets. And the pellets are not that big either. So that's the only way they will work with a club. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't have any control of any of that, but I buy that stuff. That's not
So
good
that
about
explains why they give free food out all the time,
Oh, the
because these
club,
clubs
yeah.
are selling them.
My closest club is like 2.5 hours away, and I can't never go to it.
Yeah, I've got the furthest one I have is an hour away. But
An
yeah,
hour?
no, the guy's called the Fish Guy, and he in the picture he has on his cards and stuff is of a man's body in shorts and a like a polo with a fish head. So he's called the Fish Guy, and he does a lot of different foods and things.
Nice.
For anything live, I do the what's his name? He's a lot of people use him.
His name. Oh, for him. What kind of food is it again?
Live food. You know, like
Is it
Daphnia.
like Sarah Micron and First Bites?
It's fish fry is what he calls it. Or no, fish crack. Sorry, fish crack.
Right.
Because they like it so much, and they do. They really like it, and it's great. I've tried it with all kinds of fry. You know, small, tiny ones you can barely see, and they all seem to be eating it fine.
Have you ever?
Fish guy, yeah, Paul. Yes, Johnny, Paul. There's two people that go by the Fish Guy name, and the one that I would do is Paul. His is the Fish Guy, I think.
Yeah, those golden pearls are supposed to be really good too for fry. Have you ever tried those? Cinnamon?
What's that? Sorry, I was reading Janice's thing. Sorry.
That's all right. I forgot it again. No, golden pearls. Have you ever used those for your fry?
I don't think so. The name sounds familiar, but it might be just somebody gave me a sample because
I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've never tried it myself yet, but I know that. Who was it? I think I'm not sure if Chrissy uses golden pearls or not. I don't know, but I heard they're really good. Paul is here in Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe he is too. I just came across him because I was on Aquabid, and he had some on there. He always has ones on there, and I bid on it and got it, and my fish loved it. So that's what I do, and I like the fact it comes in large amounts.
Oh, 10 years. That's good. That's a good one. Nice. I've never tried golden pearls. Does it have orange? I really don't know. I have to find out. I know it's supposed to be so tiny. Even for the tiniest fryer, it's supposed to be a peep.
Yeah. I've been doing green water for a lot of my fry.
I tell you one thing. I got Sarah Micron. It's really fine. Yeah, I tell you that works great for really tiny fry too. And it lasts. I mean, you don't need very much.
No.
See it all through the water column, and you just mow on it.
Someone else said they liked Aquafunk's fry food, Curtis. I think, was it June? Somebody did.
Yeah,
I'll
June's
have to check it out.
I heard
I like trying different ones. So.
Yeah. He sells a pound of the premium flake, I think, for, was it $7?
Oh, that is good.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Not sure if he's still doing it that way, but you get some really good.
Check it out.
It's worth it.
Yeah, because sometimes the flake food is easier with the fry too. If I don't have the fry crack stuff, powdered stuff, I will do flake because they can break up. They can bite little pieces off it, no matter how small they are. So.
Jenna says that Corey's food is good.
Yeah, I've used that because they gave away free ones at the class, so I used mine up, and they did seem to like it. I don't know if I like the fact that it hangs at the top as much. That was the only thing that I found with it that I was not sure I liked.
Yeah, most of my fish like the food that kind of goes down, I don't know, mid-level to the bottom. It's where not a lot of my fish, the mollies will go up to the surface, so will the tiger limias, but everything else, the cichlids like to hang down and wait for it to float down before they go after.
Yeah, that's a lot of mine, so I kind of, powdered egg yolk, that's a good idea. You'll have to let us know how that goes, Johnny, because,
oh, wow.
That's an interesting idea.
Powder? So you'd have to dry it out.
No, it used to had come in a box. At least I think I remember that in the dried milk, the powdered milk.
Yeah.
Just add water to. Thank you, Curtis. I'll have to check his out.
Sarah food smells fresh. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Fresh. It smells pretty good. I mean, some of that fish food is like, I don't feel like feeding it to the fish, but if I don't like the way it smells.
Yeah, Jeff, you have to come from a real poor family to know about dried powdered egg yolk and powdered milk and all that.
I just didn't know about the that it was how to get that egg to the powdered stage. I mean, you got to dry it out, pulverize it.
Well, you can just buy it at a. Well, you used to be able to buy it at stores.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering if you could do it at home. I mean, if you have like a dehydrator.
Sounds good. Dehydrator.
I wonder now that Curtis, those golden pearls, is that the decapsulated brine shrimp, baby brine? I think that's. You got me curious now about that, Cinnamon, about the brine shrimp.
Yeah.
It might be.
I'm just gonna start making my own brine, doing the hatch in my own brine.
Oh, it's easy. Have you ever done it before?
Yeah. No. But I watched Corey had some video out, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, that's easy," and so I'm going to give it a try. Boil it and dry it.
I experiment with stuff like that. It works for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can imagine.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has a hard time with making green water. All you have to do is take a kid's pool and put it out there, and it'll be green in a few days. Because that's where I started mine this last year. My oldest daughter insisted that she wanted one of those bigger inflatable pools, and she swam in it once. It just sat there stagnant, and the next thing we know, it was green water. So I had a ton of green water.
Wow.
I saved a bunch of it, put it in tubs, and put it in the sun, and just kept feeding it, keeping it going.
I've seen green water sell for big money.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much they'll.
Yeah.
It's not so much. It's
Fish Easy sells it up in Canada.
Yeah, well, it's not that expensive really on eBay, but you could take a tub and make 1 million of those little bags. Because there's, it's not that much they use for the starter kits. I've got 3 of them going now because I missed I'm getting so many baby guppies that I need to take in. I mean, I have a ton of baby guppies right now. But Father Fish is going to buy most of them from me. Jesse buys some at times. So
I think it's cheaper to hatch your own, Beto, than I'm not sure how much it costs to buy the hatched brine shrimp at the LFS. I don't know. Beto says he gets the hatch brine shrimp from his LFS.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But Golden Pearls is a blend of marine fish, krill, rice, fish. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Decent products, ingredients. I know krill's good for them. Vendors at my local spot were selling a lot of. Oh wow! For Soria. Dang. Well, I see people sell a lot of Malaysian carpet snails too on eBay, and they have like 500 orders that they've sold.
Curtis, how big are your brine shrimp hatchers? Like is there the larger ones, or are they medium size, or what?
I could at least use another one anyway.
Wow, 250 is not bad at all, Beto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not bad. Yep, very good price.
Clash, they had a little boy there who his parents are, I forget their names, but I forget the kid's name, but he was selling green water and a bunch of stuff like that. And I bought some from him because I wanted to encourage him. But basically, his was the best green water I'd ever gotten. It was a dark green or a dark colored. So, there you go.
Hey,
2
there he
liters.
is.
Okay.
Good afternoon, my brother from down under.
They were advertising that. That's part of what Corey was advertising when he was showing how he does his brine shrimp. Was they have a 2 liter larger one that they have come out with, I guess.
That's Keith.
Or it might have been out for a while and I just haven't seen it.
Yep, Gil's here. Christine says hello. Images, aka Carl. Okay. Oh my goodness.
I wish I had LFS that would sell already brine shrimp ready. Daphnia, yeah, but brine shrimp, no.
Yeah, I seen what's his name? Mark's. He's a British guy. Mark's Fish Tanks. He boils up some broccoli. He gets some tank water. He gets like a scoop of tank water, boils the broccoli, throws it in there, and lets it sit. And then when it starts turning milky, he just takes his pipette and feeds the stuff that way.
Huh.
But it needs the tank water. It has to have that catalyst, right? So that was that broccoli starts to decay, it'll feed the organisms, and that's the paramecia or the infusoria, I guess. But,
never seen that one.
Yeah, Mark's. I can send you the link to his channel. He doesn't post very much anymore at all, but he's done a lot of breeding videos, fish videos. Yep. Pretty good stuff, really. He's bred. He shows how he bred his cherry barbs, which I've been trying to do for eons now.
Janice, what's the Mark's Aquatics?
Mark's Aquatics?
Yeah. Is that the name of the guy?
Yeah, Mark's Aquatics. That's the name of his.
Okay. I'll have to check it out because I've never.
Oh, you watched it too? Yeah, it is easy. Yep. And he also boiled eggs along with that broccoli. He says, and he says, I'll have these for a sandwich.
Might as well make some egg salad.
Yep. And that is Mark's right there. Oh, thank you.
Curtis is on the point tonight. Getting all the links down there. I'm trying to think of the guy who has the live live stuff, live food that he sells. Everybody knows him too, and that's I'm trying to remember.
Live foods. Let me think.
He does a lot of. He does. You can buy a starter
what?
kit for a starter kit for green water. And he was demonstrating it, but what is his name? A lot of people know who he is.
Keith.
Oh, he started. Keith is the kid selling the green water. He started his own channel. I'll have to check it out. Problem is, I get off these lives, and then I don't know how to get back to these.
Marks.
What do you call it? Where you can click on them to go to it, because they disappear for a while, and I'm like, let's see, YouTube.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, he was a cute kid, but he had good products too. I got a couple of his mops too. The kid.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about Skull's modding skills. He's been getting out there quick. It's really good. That's the one, yeah.
I'm trying to remember because it's somebody that I've heard other people refer to for. He has all the live food and the live.
Is that Lucas Bretz?
No, I know Lucas. No, this is it's like that's what they sell. They don't. I don't know if they do fish or not, but they sell the live feed. I heard it on Father Fish, I know at least, and other people. It's not Paul, because Paul's the one I get the fish crack from. It's my brain. I'm telling you.
Drugs are bad.
Surely a stream for 6 hours.
You ever see Mr. Mackey on South Park?
Yeah.
Drugs are bad. Should sell green water. He has plenty of it. Yeah,
he does. He's one I want to pick his brain about. Is no filters and no heaters and all that, because I don't have an electricity out in that root cellar that I want to turn into a fish area.
She's still streaming. Oh wow.
Phil's Fish Works. Yes, Curtis. Wow, you are good tonight. Phil's Fish Works. That's the one that you can get all kinds of.
Oh, the scuds and everything.
Live feeds and all that. Yep. Yeah, somebody was advertising scuds. Every time I see advertisements for scuds, I hear your voice in my head.
We had a short exchange in a comment section.
Yeah.
I said, he said, no, scuds don't eat plants. And I'm like,
they did yours.
In front of me right now.
Yours was a plague. That wasn't just scuds, Jeff. That was a plague.
So he's invested in making a profit. Me, I like to share information with everybody in case you guys ever happen to want to get them. There's a lot of reasons not to.
Yeah. Yeah, I found out about them after I had gotten some, and yeah.
Phil's Fish Works, yep. I'm subbing Phillips. I'm subbing him. But I did. I don't watch too much of his stuff because I mean, if you don't agree with sometimes what they're doing, I mean, why would you want to watch it? Because I don't believe in if you want to sell scuds, I guess it's all right. But
yeah, but I'm not. I don't need an infestation, that's for sure. I have enough issues as is.
Scuds eat everyone's plants. You know something else? I don't know if you knew this or not, Curtis. When they finished in this tank right here, I had that alien green female betta. When the plants were gone, they were when I came down here, they were swarming her, and I mean, they were her fins were shredded. Those little,
Wow.
they're little monsters. You don't want them. You don't. But that being said, I told Johnny Best I'm collecting them up here in this box. He wants them. I said, you don't really want them. He said, yeah, I'm just gonna put them in my garden rice. They'll eat them. It's like, yep. I thought the same thing about my Epistos. And now,
Yeah. That's what I thought too. Yeah. Yes, Battis would be small enough, Beto, to eat those. They would probably enjoy those.
oh, that would be fun. Yeah, aquatic
Um,
isopods are cool. You can get those from Eater too, Grand Eater. They sell them there. I think they're $4 a piece. I want scuds because I can't grow plants anyway.
I think
Well-
Nick from In My Tank sells the isopods, the
Who does?
aquatic ones. Nick from In My Tank.
What does he charge?
Tanks in my tanks. I don't know. I just know I saw he had a video that had they were out in a stream somewhere looking for him. So
Hmm. Yeah, they're.
I use Daphnia for my
That's what I should have done.
smaller ones.
I should have.
So I have
Moina, too.
two colonies of them going. Hopefully, I can keep them going.
Now, there's also the Moina that's a smaller version of the Daphne. If you wanted to, for like really small.
Yeah, they're really small. Yeah, I've got both because they're Moina is just like I put it. They can be in with the Daphnia.
Now, what are you feeding them, Daphnes? Are you giving them?
Green water.
Oh, just green water. Okay.
Yep. You fill them with. You can feed them yeast and
Spirulina powder and some water and just mix it up.
yeah. You can do those, but it's easy to overfeed them. Whereas green water, you can put as much as you want, and it won't overfeed them.
Right. You just gotta
So,
be a little-
like, if I have a small cup that I take it out of the green water and I'll put it in with the Daphnia, and it'll be like foggy, maybe with a greenish tint. 2 days later, it's crystal clear. I mean, they go to town on that algae.
Oh yeah, they do.
I just wish I could get them to live in my tank to get rid of algae.
Yeah, I seen the feeding method. That they even look at like a dropper and just do like 3 drops, and it does make the water. It makes it cloudy, but like you say, they get done eating it. It's all crystal clear then.
Yeah, but
And
then
for that-
if you don't get more in there, they die.
Yeah, you got to make sure there's enough food because they can starve to death real quick.
And go with
Hey,
white
there's
clouds.
Crowbar, Darling. Hey guys.
Crowbar, I love white clouds also.
Oh, nice, very nice.
I've got golden ones and I've got Viennese and regular.
I got the regular. I love
My
it.
problem is I was looking at my golden ones and I think I have either 4 males or 4 females because they all look the same. I'm like, my other ones, my Vietnamese and my regular ones, there's both male and females in there. So
Mm-hmm.
have a good night, Christine.
Christine, thank you. Tomorrow's our regularly scheduled program.
Yep, spirulina yeast and spirulina Curtis. Yep.
Mhm.
But you can't, they said it's very easy to overdo it.
Well, that's what I
Spirulina,
was, that's what I was saying though.
Mhm.
David, his regular white clouds won't breed for him, but his golden ones are doing great. Giving him pride.
okay.
And I was
I'll have to
like,
see
wow,
if he'll sell me
difference.
some.
Same kind of water, same kind of tank. And there is a mixture of both male and female in those tanks. The females get fat, but he never gets any eggs out of them. I don't know. They
I'll
must
have to
eat
see
them.
if he'll sell me a couple because I have a feeling it's males I've got.
Oh, he'll sell some to you.
Because
Yeah, he'll sell.
some females, because I have a feeling, because what's the use of putting them? I have a breeder, DIY breeder box that I got together, and was gonna do it with them, and then I'm like, well, what's the use of putting them in there? Because if they're the same, all the same, it's like. Whereas with the other ones, I could tell immediately the difference between each, each one.
Yeah, you can do
So
that. You can do that. 2.5 gallons for one betta. I mean, you can do that.
yeah, are they happier in a 5 or a 10? Yeah, but I've had plenty in 2.5, 3 gallons.
I've kept all mine so far in 10 gallons.
Yeah,
All
I've
my
had them
bettas.
for not very long, but long enough.
Because they're golden and have not bred. Ah. Those are the only ones that David has. It says they're breeding good for. I wouldn't do any less than 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, to have a happy betta, yeah, but for a short time until you can get a 5 or get enough to do that.
Hmm. Oh, there is a difference.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't know
They
that.
they do look a little different. Yeah.
They're different. Yeah, I mean, they're just more fertile. So,
Johnny, do you know if the golden like the cold also, or are they like daisy rice fish where they prefer tropical warmer water?
mine is 78 degrees right now.
Yeah, mine are in a warmer tank right at the moment because it was my grow out tank from a bunch of the babies. You know, that one that has the baby angelfish and they're small enough that they do fine with all the babies. So
Yep.
right now it's predominantly Dumbo ear baby betta. So
I get calls from Petco to rescue bettas. I
yeah,
only have gallon tanks for them, but they are usually in bad shape.
yeah.
Well,
At
they
that point,
probably
a
live off
5-gallon
that.
is good.
They know them. He knows they keep a lot of tanks. That's nice of them to call you.
Yeah, I've seen so many that I'm trying to control myself and not buy them up because basically it just encourages it.
Well, if there's a rescue,
So
they give them away free. I bet. I would think.
yeah, well, I've asked a couple times and they've been like, "Well, we'll deal with it," and I'm like, "Okay." I go
I've seen
back
a
a day or
video. They
two
go in there
later
and
and
they throw
they're
them away
not
alive.
there.
They throw them away alive.
Yep,
Have you seen that video on YouTube? They run through the garbage, bags of pulling bettas out.
yep, I've seen it.
A
Yep.
lot of them were dead though, but quite a few of them were still alive.
I don't know how they're able to be able to do that because any of the fish places around here or any of the stores, they lock them up and guard their garbages. So
Nice. I'd like to breed bettas someday. Crowbar, gnarly. That's cool. I built a 4-tier rack that can fit 6 gallons, but hard to,
yeah, crowbar. I love bettas too. I have a bunch of wild ones
I know a
and
lot of people
regular.
don't fish in those 2.5 gallon tanks. I've seen that before too. Just a pair. And I would think it'd be too small myself, but people do it. Have you ever seen that? I've seen this Killy guy. They had 2.5 gallon tanks. He had pairs in almost every one of them.
Well, killies are different. They can be in a smaller tank.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 gallons and the all of those 5, any of them can have a killifish.
Yep. Well, I'm looking at the time here. I think I gotta probably get off here, and then
Yep.
I still have to I still haven't even made my dinner yet.
Oh no, goodness. Your schedule is so
I'm running on
messed up.
empty here. Yeah, I'm like, oh, starving. Gotta eat.
Yep.
But it was
Keep the
fun.
engine running. Yeah.
It's a good time.
George had some beautiful fish.
Oh yeah, sure does. Oh,
Now
you
the
know what
tarantulas I want nothing to do with.
was that?
I said, the tarantulas he's going to get, I want nothing to do with.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Oh, they creep me out so bad, spiders do.
We
Oh,
used to do ball pythons. I don't like snakes that much either. Myself.
yeah, I like my crescent geckos, but that's about it.
I mean, I'm not against snakes. You know, back when I was younger, I probably would have had one. But it's just not for me right now. My aquarium
Yeah.
fish are doing good. I have my pair in a garden right at 8 gallons of water. Yep. When people try
Well,
to
you've probably seen my 20 long bed also, yeah.
take the fish back, they call me. Oh, there it is. Oh wow. You know, at our Petco, I was going to tell you this, Cinnamon. They had, I don't know if she still works there or not, because the last 3 times I've been there, it's almost completely void of all fish. But she had actually at one time in there, she had reticulated hill stream loaches for $9.
Ooh, that's a
And
good
they were
price.
good size too. You could sex them out right there with their fins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good.
Yep.
They're less expensive than the others. The others, like, there's a gold ring one that I have one of that I love, and unfortunately, they're really expensive.
The creepier, the better. I'm not sure. Is that something you said?
No, maybe he's talking about the spiders. As I said, they
Oh.
creep me out. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, like I said though, back in my younger days, I thought all that stuff was cool.
Yeah, guppies are pretty cool, Crowbar. I've gotten so I like them.
I should just say, with a caveat, this just because, I mean, I like it, but I wouldn't want to keep it, in my house. I
Yeah.
enjoy living vicariously through them.
Yeah, really.
Look at all that stuff.
I would be in a corner clutching probably a flamethrower if I had tarantulas in the house. My husband sent me a meme where the house was burnt down, and the meme said, "It's dead now." It showed a spider running. I'm like, yeah.
But I love guppies. Oh wow. Yeah. I don't have any reptiles anymore, but I'm thinking
That's a good
about
idea,
getting those.
Beto.
Yeah. I'm thinking about-
sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking about getting some of them African dwarf frogs. I know.
Yeah.
Something kind of cool. Little something.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, we have them. We have the aquatic frogs, and personally, I don't think they do much.
They don't
I only see them move once in a while. So
you have them right now?
yeah, that was part of Chris Junkin's group that I got.
Wow. How many of those did you get?
3. And my daughter Grace has always been wanting them. Every time we go into any of the pet stores, she'll stand there staring at them and watching them. So I was like, "There, now you got your frogs."
Yeah, garter snakes will eat fish. My neighbor had one that you take a little feeder goldfish and put it in there. That's how he ate. That's how he fed it. Free food. Don't get dwarf frogs. Okay, look it up.
Got to elaborate on that, Crowbar. Oh, look it up. Okay.
What online place do you guys
Pack
recommend?
Attack, there's a lot in this group that have them. I usually have some for sale, but I already sold all of mine for this group that I had.
I'm still building my colony up. I'll probably have a few of them available on the auction on the April 4th.
Yeah, check
Maybe.
out the April 4th auction that Jeff has, because I'm sure somebody will have them.
And they're not very expensive, those dwarf, right? They're for like I see them for $3.99.
You can find them there. Probably if you check, what's the one you like the most, Jeff? The online store.
They carry tribe.
Oh,
I'm not sure what that is. I'll look it up.
Jeff, what's your favorite
Oh wow.
fish store online? I
Wow,
forget.
Oh, okay. If you guys have some, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have enough right now. I sold mine already. For the group that I had, this last group. Somebody had an extra group of them. Who was it? If I remember, I'll let you know. Pack Attack. But you can also look on what's that? Orange Aquatics. They're a good group, good sellers. What's the ones you look up all the time, Jeff? What are the different fish online fish stores?
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's Wet Spot, Dan's,
Yeah,
Aquatic Clarity, Dave's Rare Fish. Um,
Aquahuna, I think there is, isn't
Aquahunas,
there?
yep, Aquahunas. Yep, we go there and look. Imperial Tropicals. That's a big one that they seem to
Yep.
be pretty good.
Oh, and Jody's, what's hers?
Oh yeah, Tropical Fish Co.
Tropical Fish Co. That's one of our fellow
Oh, Wet Spot.
Fish
That's
fam.
a really good place.
Wet Spot. Yeah.
That's where I got my original convicts that had all these ones I got now. I got a trio there, and they bred one time, but it was like 300 fry. A lot. And there
There's another one that that fish story. What's his name? Alex likes. I forget the name, and I bought from them too, and they're pretty good. They had the sale on a while ago. Something Aquatics. What is it?
something aquatic. Blackwater Aquatics.
You were looking them up the one night.
Blackwater Aquatics they do the wild type metas. They have a really
Yeah, that's not the one though. This is Atlantic Aquatics, or no? Yeah, Alex likes them. He always has them, mentions them.
There's Moonlight Aquatics, and there's
Aquahuna, yeah.
there's another one too. It's,
No, it starts with an A, I think.
yes,
name.
it does.
Aquatic Arts. There we go, Beto. Thank you.
There's another one besides that too.
Aquatic Arts, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's another one also besides that. It starts with an E.
Flip. Yep.
Aqua Imports. That's the other one.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking of. Aqua Imports. Flip Aquatics for shrimp and nanofish. He quarantines the fish also. Blackwater is messed up? Oh, why is that? What happened? Yeah, I prefer captive bred actually when he brings them in wild, but I'm on the Wild Betta USA Facebook, and my friend runs it, and he gets, what I like about it is he gets all of his stuff. He gets hunters to gather it all up, and he gets this huge order, and they ship them off from Indonesia to him, and then they dispense them. Everybody goes in on it, right, for their own things. But he gets them and breeds them, and he gets them nice and hardy, and then those are the ones that he sells, and I don't mind those, captive bred. Like F1s, or even F2s, I like. Actually, the deeper it gets, the harder they are for tap water, rather than that really low pH stuff. Don't buy wild. Yeah, no.
I really don't come across wild caught that often.
You what?
I don't come across wild caught that often.
No.
Mostly it's because I buy from all the breeders. That's why, because I buy from all you guys, and then my clubs are usually breeders too.
I'm done with this. This is ignorant. Well, okay. Have a nice day now.
Yep. You have a good evening.
Yeah.
No, but any of those hack attacks should be a good
one of the things.
sources of sources.
Mhm.
Yeah, Curtis, you're right. But what is Curve? I have no idea who it is.
What is what?
She said, Janice asked, what is Crowbar?
It's Crowbar
I'm a-
Gnarly, the one that's done with us.
Yeah. He's being stubborn. But,
Oh, you're.
well, it's about time for you to go eat your dinner.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Cinnamon and George, if you're out there.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank all you
Everybody
guys.
have a good evening, and thanks for a good stream.
Thank you, Curtis, for helping us out with the moderation.
Oh, yeah,
I appreciate that.
Curtis is an all-star tonight.
Yeah. Great.
Oh,
So, all right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night for the Sunday night fish hunting, and that's gonna be fun. Oh, Roy's here. Oh my. What's up? We're just taking off right now. It's almost 3:00 in the morning.
yeah, Eyeball, you're a little behind.
Yeah. Well, he's in Japan though. He's a long.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's got the same type of hours as Australia, just about. So yeah. All right, everybody. Sorry about this. I mean, you can stay in there.
Sounds like Shirley's having a long night, so anybody wants more talking of fish, she's still available.
Is she really? Is she still?
That's what somebody was saying earlier, so she may still be on. So if you want to go over there, Eyeball.
Are they still on?
To,
Ah.
so,
Well, let's see here. Aquafinder. Oh. Well, look at there. Aquafinder apparently is doing the same thing that we're doing on Sunday, or no, on next Wednesday, the 125s. Oh my goodness! All right, good stream. Thank you, Hecatech. Thank you very much. You checked in too late. I'm sorry, my friend.
yeah. Well, check in tomorrow because he's got a live tomorrow.
Shirley is streaming. Hey, she's been streaming for about 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. All right, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a good evening.
Good night.